Cornerstone of modern agricultural, enabling the efficient production of ammonia for the fertilizer. However, it also raises important environment and health considerations that must be addressed to ensure sustainable agricultural practices. So today I want to focus on how these chemicals impact, especially to our endocrine system, which is the hormonal system, and discuss also the associated risk. Next, we have balik na sa toxic chemicals, so these chemicals will disrupt the hormones of our body and trigger the cancerogens, heart disease, and also the brain development. So the impact of the human health, we have the respiratory problems and also the reproductive issue, cancer, and neurological. So the main example of the causes of the respiratory problem is the ozone or ground level ozone. Ground level ozone is depletion sa atmosphere of troposphere na nasimuha. So it's a key component of smog and is formed when sunlight reacts with pollutants. So exposure is can lead to respiratory issues such as asthma attacks, reduced lung function, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or COPD. Next, we have the cancer. So, causes usually is kaning pabawal smoke build and kaning so major risk factor to various types of cancer, particularly sa lungs. So, it contains numerous carcinogens such as benzene and formaldehyde, which damage the DNA of our body, of our cells, and promote tumor growth. We have the neurological disorder. So, one is sa heavy metal found in old paint, plumbing, and contaminated soil. The exposure, especially sa mga bata, is can lead to severe neurological disorder and including development delays. Hindi sila maka-process of mga informations because of this mga exposure, develop sila neurological. And next, we have the reproductive issues. So, mostly is bisphenol A or BPA. So, chemical use in many plastics and resins and mimic estrogens in the body, so disrupting hormone balance. And study shows that the link BPA exposure to the reproductive system includes the decrease of fertility, development issues sa people, sa tiyan, sa buntis, and increase the risk of the certain cancers related to hormonal balance. Now, we have the more toxic chemicals include especially target din niya o target din ang fertile. So, oxidizone, so it is found on sunscreen and can disrupt endocrine hormones. So may interfere with hormone function, potentially leading to reproductive and development issues. Yeah, next we have the tetrachloroethylene. So used in dry cleaning linked to cancer. So this is a solvent used in dry cleaning, which has been classified as the possible carcinogens and may also affect the nervous system and liver with a long-term exposure. Next, we have the caramel coloring with 4MA. So it is a food additive found in Coca-Cola drinks, so which contains the 4-methyl-methazole or 4MA. So 4MA is 4ME. So it is a chemical compound byproduct formed during manufacturing of the caramel coloring. So also for foods during cooking, roasting, and grilling. Next, we have the arsenic or the it is a contaminant in water or food linked to various health issues. So it is a toxic metal that can be present in rice and drinking water, which can cause neurological damage, cardiovascular disease, and cancer with prolonged exposure. And lastly, we have the pellets. So found in plastic, straps, or loam. So used in plasticizers in various products such as plastics, cosmetics, and some kanina. So these chemicals are hormone disruptor also, and that can also interfere with our body's endocrine system. So nahoy,
okay, ready, go.
What specific health risks do they pose?
Sure.
So, it's imang ganyan kay structural hormones, so specific risk na rin po sila.
Correct one. Specific health risk niya structural body because can lead to reproductive issue also and other health risk. So, gawa niya the hormones is kaning reproductive hormones such as kaning testosterone, prolactin, kaning estrogen, and progesterone sa babae. And we have also the thyroid hormones. Sometimes studies may interfere with our thyroid hormone function, potentially affecting the metabolism and development. Next, divide na sa endocrine system. So what is endocrine disruptors? So these are chemicals that can be in some way interfere with the chemical messengers that we call hormones. So they can mimic, block, and alter the normal functioning of our hormones. So which can crucial for regulating functions, various psychology processes. So mimicking is mga endocrine disruptor is irritate natural hormones such as estrogen, testosterone, leading to inappropriate responses to our body. Next, we have blocking hormones receptors. Other than bind to hormone receptors preventing natural hormones from exerting their effects. And lastly, are altering hormone production. So, certain chemicals can influence the production of metabolism of hormones, disrupting normal hormonal balance. Such interference can cause cancer and development issues, learning disabilities, attention deficit disorder, obesity, and reproduction problem. So, manatutuan all of question. Wow! Simula.
Okay. How do the health effects of endocrine disruptors differ from respiratory problems caused by toxic chemicals? So, ang difference sa endocrine disruptors kay mag-target siya sa endocrine system, which is ma-alter niya ang katong natural na mga chemicals na ginaano sa endocrine system, while sa respiratory is ma-apektuhan niya ang particularly ang lungs because of that toxic.
So is be clear from respiratory problems because of chemicals. Because kaning endocrine disruptors, parang na-experience, whenever hormonal function sa inyong lawas, kaning respiratory problems, at mga asthma, lung disease, probably cause of air pollution affecting our respiratory system. Then, so what steps can we take to reduce our exposure to toxic chemicals in our daily lives? So, ganun siya. So, first is reduce chemical use, improve waste management, promote sustainable practices, and educate and engage. So, reduce chemical use, switch to safer alternatives, and minimize reliance on hazardous substances. So, choose the natural and organic products for cleaning, personal care, and food. And also na to ang mga labels that indicates we are free from harmful chemicals na can be not good for our body. Next is improve waste management. So, proper disposal and recycling of hazardous materials are crucial. So, ang kuwan ginagawa is actual resipika sa itong sarili na mag-utilize sa itong mga disposals na include siya ng mga chemicals ng mga sample na may mga cleaning products ng mga sugarins, baho, o related guys sa packet na to. So, we have to dispose and recycle the hazardous materials especially. So, titik ka ng importance ba ka? Ato siyang aron. Next is promote sustainable practices. So, support the companies and organizations that prioritize the environmental responsibility. So, next we have educate and engage. So, stay informed about toxic chemicals and their effect. Share the knowledge with friends and family to promote the awareness sa ating mga chemicals. So, that's all of my part.